Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. You're tuned to ITV's Quick and Easy Cooking, say global production, joint production. We're doing outdoor cooking, trying to use an alternative source of energy when ESCOM is failing us. So yes, here we go. Original cooking, you can call it nature lovers, etc. So I told you before the break, we took the potatoes out and now we're going to be cooking the actual food. So join me. We're going to put in the your spices, your dry spices. Let that sizzle a bit. This is a daily lifestyle for many people in the rural areas, by the way. You can do it in your backyard. You can hopefully you can do it in your balconies. I'm just saying this with tongue in cheek. Or you can use your braai stand to cook. Okay, hubby's helping to put more fire. I'm finding this quite exciting. I must say this is the first time I've tried it out here in Gauteng. Something like 23 years ago I must have did outside cooking out in Newcastle for all my wonderful students and friends. In Newcastle I did outside cooking, but not here in Springs. So it's always a first time for everything. To give it some flavor, I spoke about using ghee. That's 2 tablespoons of ghee. So you'll be tasting cast iron food cooking. I'm going to be smelling like a braai stand today, Parvez. Don't want to waste anything, so let's put this there. So as that simmers, we're going to get our chicken ready, which is already masalaed, as you can see. It's already masala, so we'll just wait for that. Now, traditionally, if you're cooking a potjiekos, apparently you'll put the onions all one time. I think Mr. Zisman, as a helper, is here and they cook potjiekos and I think they put everything one time. But we have to just let it sizzle a bit and I don't want the smoke to get into the food. So I'm going to cover this a bit so that the smoke doesn't go into the onions. I don't want it to smell smoky. Fire is really nice and strong. Can you see, Perez? Now you have to gauge, the heat is more on my right hand side. And that's why things are going faster on that side. When you say it's hot and you sweat, that's when you cook outside.
What's the benefit of cast iron?
Yeah, the benefit of cast iron manifold. You know, normally when you are cooking with aluminium, you are taking all the toxins that comes with aluminium and it can cause aluminium poisoning. This is a cast iron pot in the past that people were using, and it has healthy benefits, one of which is iron itself. So having said that, I think we need to, for all those who are suffering from anemia, it's the best way to get our bodies back by taking out the toxins and cooking with cast iron pots. I made sure that we didn't get rid of this pot, and we have another smaller one and a few other ones, but don't know if the new ones on the shelves are the same quality as this, which is over 100 years old. So let's see, and you'll see the type of food, you'll see the taste of it, Pervez. It's already simmering. And remember, this is going to cook very fast because it's an open fire. The main thing that you have to worry about in open fire is to make sure that you protect yourself from the fire. I'm going to now, Pervez, for the sake of time, I'm going to add the chicken because I don't want the smell of the smoke to get in it. Going to lightly place it and then toss it all again. This is masala chicken, simple masala chicken, one chicken curry. You can cook whatever you want. I know my husband's quite au fait with the braai and open fires, etc. But a curry is what I wanted to show you in a cast iron pot in an open atmosphere. So leave that to cook. And I'll show you another trick that I said I don't waste anything. So with the masala that's left, I'm going to, if the leftover water from the tomato, adding it to the masala, I'm going to use this to pour over when the chicken is slightly roasted. So I don't waste anything. No water wasted, no masala wasted, no tomato wasted. Okay. Using that in a short while. This is not our exclusive kitchens. It's an open fire. But as long as you get to feed your family. Can you see how fast the fire is, Perez? I'm just going to turn the chicken. I want the onions to get even more red. In the next program, I'm going to show you a very quick and easy one to use, gas. I'm sure some of you are using gas. But the exciting part about using the cast iron is that you know you're getting a healthy dish made from a healthy container. And cast iron has many benefits. Can you see the chicken is getting very quickly done, Perez? And the heat is more on this side. Going to move the pot more on this side because that's where heat is concentrated. The fire is raging. Allah save us from the fire of hell, Ya Allah. All right, there we go. It's getting nicely cooked and the water is disappearing. So now I have to let it simmer with more, so inside the chicken has to get cooked. So push the fire a bit more in. Right, there we go. I want the chicken to get nice and cooked, so we'll let it simmer for a while. As I said, the water that I didn't waste from the tomato and as well as from the masala. Let this simmer a little bit. We don't want to overcook the chicken also. This needs to simmer for a while. So excuse the background sounds. Time to check on the fire again. I think we need to push this more in. Right. Okay, time to put in the rest of the ingredients. Always turn your handle upside down, especially outside. You don't want the scent to get into it. See how fast it's cooking, Pervez, and this is open fire. Now I'm sure you know because your mom must have cooked this way in India, etc. And this is being done by our South African indigenous community all the time. Just that we haven't gone back to basics, and now this is an emergency way of cooking as well. That's why I've hashtagged emergency cooking. Time to add the tomatoes. I know many people would like to put raw tomatoes. Just cut tomatoes. I like to grate them so I get a nice thick curry. Right? Alternative sources of energy. Make sure the tomato is nicely mixed. Can you see it's taking on the color of the tomato now? And after the food is cooked, don't waste the energy. Put up a pot of water if you want. You can use it for bathing, wuzu, etc. After that, you can even use that to put up some tea. You know, the old-fashioned. I've got a very old-fashioned tea jug that I'll show you. I just put it on after I remove the food. You see why to really parboil the potatoes, Pervez? So that now, because now the fire is very hot, you don't want the potatoes to become too soft, to remain too hard. Sorry, you want it nice and soft. You've got to work fast, make sure everything is ready when you start cooking outdoors so that you can just place everything while the fire is hot into everything. Don't worry about cleaning the stove, it's outside. So alternative cooking. We'll show you in a moment how we plate this up. Let this get done. Use every bit of water. And back to covering it again. Sure that you watch the flame, the direction of the flame. So now we're going to leave it to do the final simmer and we'll show you how to plate it in a moment. Okay, I'm taking this off now, putting it on the other tripod. I'm not going to waste the energy. I'm putting water to boil so we can have some tea from here. Let me bring the pot to you and show you how we're going to now plate it up. There we go. Finally, make sure you have a dark pot for this. So let's leave this here. How's the aroma, Pervez? There we go. There's our curry. It can be done. Now what I've shown you is a very, very basic recipe, a very basic way of cooking. You can get a standard. My husband makes it slightly elevated where you don't have to bend. It's got a fireplace and it's got a plate under where you put the fire and then you don't have to bend. You can keep it right next to you. But you want it to be in the open air to show you the very basic way of just starting a fire and doing what you can with what you have. So let's take some food out. And Parvez is going to do the test tasting today, Parvez. Oh, before that, I wanted to just add one more ingredient. One more ingredient, and that's some garam masala. And for the plate, I'm just going to pinch a few. And this is all from my garden. All from my garden. All from my garden that's around me here. But I'll just be putting some of the crushed ones for garnishing. Inshallah. Some brown roti that my husband's cousin makes for us, alhamdulillah. One green chili there, 2 green chilies here. And voila, we've done with the dish. A cast iron pot food, cooked out in the open, natural cooking, natural environment, fresh air. And as the heat is getting you, the breeze is cooling you. So alhamdulillah, what a wonderful atmosphere. And also, the ITV Quick and Easy recipe book, fantastic recipes, tried and tested. Today's recipe is also in this book because I've used a very basic chicken curry recipe. I haven't put any extra ingredients to make it a kalia or something, just a very quick and easy chicken curry. Just to tell you, you can cook whatever you want basically in a very basic atmosphere and feed your family, feed yourself. So this is the way we might be going. So we need the skills to survive in the hard days that may just come, inshallah. We hope that you're going to enjoy it. And we hope that you enjoyed watching what we are doing in the open atmosphere. Yes, again, just asking where you can find the book. Ekelwayas and Dolly Rathiaberop, I do believe they have quite a few copies left. So yes, and the ITV offices do have. So you can get it from there. If not, just contact me and we'll communicate, inshallah. So this is how we're going to serve it. You're going to have it, you can have it with your achar or something. But if you look at the gravy, it's quite thick. Just to pour some more on there. And you have a full garden, home, natural environment, outdoor cooking, subcontinent cooking, rural cooking, natural cooking, organic cooking in your garden, in your home with alternative resources, not using electricity, not troubling Eskom, using natural energy. Hope you're saving all those logs, hope you're saving some charcoal so you can cook outside, inshallah. We hope that you enjoy it. And we hope that you will use all the natural environment, you capitalize on it, use it so that you can feed yourself, feed your family, feed those around you. It can be done. Till we meet again from SA Global Production, ITV Quick and Easy Cooking. You can catch us on social media, all the platforms. Do join us. From myself, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.